Hi, quick update for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no edits, no filters, and no hair. So first of all, an apology. I did have a video to upload yesterday, and when I went to upload it, lo and behold, 3 minutes was missing from the end. It stopped recording due to my phone being full. So there you go. Shame on me. I have now deleted a load of stuff from my phone and we're good to go. So this is that video. So basically 4 money saving hacks, some things I guess many of you will probably have done for years. These are all very new to me and I'm just reporting that they work, and that if you're not already doing them, do them. They're all free and they take very little time to actually set up or to get going. So the first one, and this may be obvious to the mums out there, is points cards for stores. I've never bothered with these in all my life. I guess Tesco Club Points or Club Card Rewards or whatever they're called have been going probably since I was maybe 20. So probably about 25 years they've been a thing. I've never done it. However, I was compelled to do so when I went into Tesco the other day to do a shop, and I noticed there were 2 prices on the shelf. Now, one price was if you have a reward card and the other one was if you don't. And I was trying to buy a jar of curry. I think it was like £2.50, something like that, or it was £1.50. So being that I spend over £100 a week on shopping, these add up to real savings. If I can save £1 on one product, it's likely if I'm buying 50, 60 products, there are going to be 5 or 6 in there that I can save money on, maybe more. That's substantial. So sign up to the store cards, these reward points cards, whatever they're called. Sainsbury's do them, Tesco's, Morrison's, I think even Asda do them now. They're all jumping on the bandwagon. Some of them have been around for a very long time. Myself, I found that the Tesco's one represents probably the best value for money, because not only do you get money off the shelf if you have the card, but you also still get rewards through the post for the points that you accumulate having bought the goods. So it's kind of like a double whammy with that one. The Morrison's one is quite good also. Again, they give you special offers that you can kind of activate, as it were, every month or so. And you get special points, or you get bonus points for buying the items that you might buy anyway. So it's a bit of a no-brainer, and I'm kind of kicking myself for having not done it earlier, but there you go. So the second one is mobile phone contracts. I myself have 2 mobile phones, one for work and one for play. And until recently, I was paying £50+ a month for both. Unlimited minutes and about 20, maybe 30 gig on both, so that I can hotspot when I'm out and about with laptops. So I've now consolidated these through EE and also through O2. And I'm now paying just over £15 a month for SIM only, and exactly the same minutes, texts and internet allowance. So that's well worth doing. That's brought me down from over £600 a year to about 140 straight away. Fantastic saving. So another one to do, and this might be less obvious, it's one again that I've never done. I've had 2 credit cards forever. So I've got one as an absolute emergency card that I've just never used ever. And I've got one that I use for substantial purchases where I might want a bit of protection. So if I'm going to, for example, go and put a deposit on a car, or I'm going to go and book a holiday, and I'm going to spend £1,000 or £2,000 or £3,000 or whatever it might be. By doing part of the payment on a credit card, you are protected for the whole payment. The credit card company protects you. So that seemed like a no-brainer. I wasn't aware, though, that credit cards, certain ones, luckily mine is one of them, actually offer you a cashback on goods that you buy. It's not very much. I think mine is about 3%. However, it's only on certain items and only at certain stores. But if I'm buying the goods anyway, I figure buy them on the credit card, as long as I'm then clearing the balance before the end of that month or within 4 weeks, there's no interest, no harm, no foul. And it's an easy way to stack up some savings. A fourth one to look at would be Quidco. And Quidco's been around for probably about 20 years. And that's another one where if you're buying goods like TVs or like trainers or school bags or whatever it might be, you're buying the goods anyway. Use Quidco as the portal to buy them and you'll get money off. And that is takes a while to set up, but it's another fantastic one to use. So those are 4 easy money saving hacks. What hacks have you got? What are your tricks and tips? Are there any particular websites where you get offer codes? Let me know in the comments, let everybody know. Let's get this fired up and let's get the knowledge out there. So I was going to put this in another video, but I'll do it in this one just to save time. So I wanted to chat about quality of goods. My nan, bless her, she got to about 83 before she passed away. And in all of her life, she never ate foreign food. She never bought foreign goods. She only bought British. And she was part of that I guess, just before the Second World War generation that were brought up in pretty much poverty in Britain. And after that, they learned to live very frugally. So everything was about saving leftovers and growing your own food and, most importantly, buying quality. So there were certain things that my nan would never skimp on. And this would be things, for example, like school shoes. My nan, she used to buy myself and my brother our school shoes when my parents couldn't afford it. And she would always buy us Clarks. And they were hideously expensive, even back then. 40, 50 pounds. This is probably back in the, I guess, late 80s for kids' school shoes. Mega expensive. When I became a parent, my mum and my gran said to me, when you're getting your school shoes, get them from Clarks. And I was of the opinion, well, I can't afford to spend 50, 60 pounds per child on school shoes. That's mental. They'll grow out of them. They'll wreck them. So I used to buy them from a place called Shoe Zone. And I basically spend £10 on a pair of school shoes for each child. Sad times, how wrong I was. So within about 2 weeks, my kids would have gone through the shoes. They'd look ratty, scabby and horrible, and all the fake leather would have peeled off. They'll be grey underneath, and then you've got to paint it with shoe polish to make it look like a normal shoe. Absolutely not worth it. I should have bought quality. Now, this doesn't go for everything. If, for example, you're looking at buying printer cartridges, I don't think there's much difference or much benefit in buying a £40 cartridge from Epson when you can just get a £10 generic one on Amazon. But for certain things, and this is going to vary from person to person, for myself it's clothing. For certain things, it's worth buying quality. I do like Levi jeans. Levi's jeans run you about £50 for a pair. I've got a pair of Levi's upstairs that I've probably had for in excess of 10 years, and they still actually fit me. And they're fine. The buttons are all fine. There are no rips. I've not gone through the arse or the crotch on them. They look great. They still look like a very modest, usable pair of jeans. I could have got a pair from Primark or Tesco's, and they would have still cost me maybe £25, £30. And I can guarantee within 12 months, maybe 100 washes, they'd look awful. They'd be faded. There'd probably be the signs of me going through the knees on them. So again, I should have bought quality. And those are things that I don't skimp on. Things like clothing. Obviously, I've got a Venom hoodie. Venom's a martial arts brand. It was dead expensive. I think I paid 65 quid for this, but I know it will last me years. I could have bought one from Primark for 20 quid. Probably it'd last me a summer. So think about the things that you're buying. Think about the products that you've got around your home. Let me know in the comments. What have you found that you've bought that really gave extreme quality? They're not always going to be designer brands or name brands, and I certainly haven't got name brands across my entire home. Like the sofa you can see in the background, that's just a generic sofa. I think it came from an online store. It's not branded in any way. My TV's not branded. It's just a cheap, I think it's Hisense or something like that, like a generic brand telly. So let me know in the comments, what other products that you recommend where you get proper quality, old-fashioned quality, British quality that will last you for time. Anyway, that's it for today. Goldman, peace out.